If you're trying to figure out how to get started as a freelancer in your evenings, weekends, off time, part-time, I was there and this video is for you. First of all, it is so hard. Like it is hard. And I just wanted to start by letting you know that you should be kind to yourself, because I did this and it was very challenging because your brain is exhausted. You're already doing a full-time job and your brain is going to be exhausted. So you need to be kind to yourself and know that your brain is exhausted. So here's kind of what I did. I was an assistant, and so I would clock in at like 8 a.m. and before I did my actual job stuff, I would go through my freelance messages, set up any calls for my lunch break, or after work, I would take calls for my freelance clients on my way home from my job after 7:30 p.m. And so I was there at 8:30 a.m. messaging clients. Then I would work my job, and then at noon I would do a lunch break where I would either do some writing, or I would take some calls with clients, or I would just chill and talk to my coworkers and hang out. And then on my drive home after work, I would do calls with clients, and I would write a little bit in the evenings, but I would do most of my work on weekends. So my tip number one is make sure that you're kind to yourself, be nice to yourself. It's going to be really difficult. Tip number two is that you always want to make sure that deadlines give you a weekend to work. So if you're setting a deadline with a client and they want it to turn around Friday, instead let them know that you can turn it around on Monday, because you don't want to push yourself too hard and you need to give yourself a weekend just in case you need that time to do that. Third, know that it is going to take you longer because you are freelancing in your off time to build that client base. And so if it's really getting to you, if your mental health is suffering, but you've built up just enough clients to quit your day job, if you're able to, I would then quit your day job and make the leap as soon as you feel comfortable and have enough savings, because it is really hard to get started freelancing part-time. I've noticed that the momentum doesn't really truly pick up until you make the leap. So use your part-time freelancing to keep supplementing your income so that you can make that leap as soon as possible, and know that you're most likely not going to be able to build up to full-time income until you actually go full-time, just because it takes a lot of momentum to get started. But like I said, be kind to yourself, take it slow, take it day by day, and yeah, don't give up. But also know that your brain needs rest, and if you're not resting, you're gonna have a harder time functioning both at your day job and at your part-time freelance job.